Ladies, gentlemen, children of all ages, welcome to this particular matchup between these two great players. Oh yes. I bring you from Team Grubby, it is Grubby. He's in the green trunks and he is playing Protoss to the west of this particular map, which is the Antigua Shipyard, versus his opponent, Millennium's own Stephano. He is in the pink trunks and he is playing Zerg to the east. A bit of PvZ action for you. There is currently another game going on, by the way, if you wish to choose that one. Dark Force versus Thorzane, which is also guaranteed to be good. Kaldor was casting that game, and I'm casting this one, so that's your choice. It's a tough choice, I have to say. Really, really tough. Thankfully, we are both VODing, so you don't have to miss either of them. You can watch them afterwards. Oh, Grubby versus Stephano. This is gonna be good. As though Stephano is looking on a really scary form against Protoss at the moment. He's on a scary form against everything, honestly. But Grubby has been doing so well lately. He's been training really hard over in Korea. He's been getting super mega Gosu good, super mega Gosu quickly. That's to be expected for someone as competitive and as experienced as Grubby. If you don't know Grubby from Warcraft 3, then I have to say, what the hell is wrong with you? I didn't even follow the Warcraft 3 scene. I knew who Grubby was. He was just that damn famous. He's also a very handsome individual. Very nice individual as well. Organizing tournaments, getting involved in all sorts of things related to esports, doing casting of his own. Is pretty much the quintessential esports personality for Blizzard Games. Both as a player and as a caster and an organizer. There we go. Grubby is gonna Nexus first against Stephano. Gutsy stuff right here. Considering that Stephano will be going for Spawning Pool first and Extractor. A possibility for punishment right here for a maneuver like that. Needless to say, there will be a Forge. Grubby is not arrogant enough to believe that he could defend against any kind of early game pressure without that. Right now, though, I have to say, Stephano is not scouting as fast as I would like. He's actually just using Overlords. This might give Grubby the opportunity he needs to get these defenses up before any kind of real punishment comes his way. Mining now for gas. Only 2 in gas. Interesting move. So again, Stephano sort of denying himself the possibility of any kind of harassment here. Nexus first is potentially risky. Well, Stephano still hasn't scouted that. It's going to take him a while to get there with Overlords. He's now flanking around the side here. Grubby, it looks like, has made a bit of a gamble here, but has taken the right choice. As Stephano cannot respond to this. There's already going to be a cannon up before that even gets there. He's got no real information at all. He's going to finally poke and prod with a couple of links and realize what exactly has happened. Nexus first from Grubby. And that's a good economic edge that Grubby's got going forward here. Still, Stephano doesn't scout Grubby. He has no idea. He doesn't have a single clue as to what's going on. That's a little bit of a kick in the teeth. Stephano may be kicking himself for not applying more pressure. It's not to say that he can't beat Grubby in a straight-up macro game, but really, that's an opportunity that perhaps he missed. Oh well. Never mind. Still, he doesn't know about the expansion timing. Wow. Stephano. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's confidence, arrogance. I would say confidence. Stephano is not an arrogant person. A lot of people criticized him for his comment that he isn't really interested in the GSL, that he just wants to make as much money as possible. You have to understand that he's 18 and he's going to be playing for a year before he goes to school. You're damn right he wants to make as much money as possible. He needs to pay for college and everything else. Why would you not do that? Perfectly reasonable comment to make. And besides, he's a pro gamer. Pro gamers are interested in getting paid. That's why they're pro. Stargate coming up right here for Grubby. Stephano is now at least aware that there is an expansion, but has no idea about the timing of it. None whatsoever. No real clues from the gas mining either, since there wasn't any early on, so it's going to be tricky to figure that one out, and indeed, it's too late to respond to that anyway. Stephano just playing straight up macro game now, and a Void Ray potentially to try and deny that third base. How many queens are on the field? There's going to be 3. But there's no creep connecting this. In fact, there's been no creep spread whatsoever yet. Stephano needs to start doing that. Otherwise, this is going to be difficult to hold off. Void Ray goes directly for that third, which it may very well. That would be the sensible place to go with it. And that's going to be damaging. The question is there going to be another Void Ray to follow that one up? He can't afford it just yet. He'll have that right about now. There you go. Second Void Ray following that one. Good positioning of the Overlord right there. We'll spot that Void Ray coming in. It's going to force Stephano to at least start placing Spore Crawlers. There we go. One Spore Crawler coming down. Not enough to kill a Void Ray. He's going to need some Queens there as well. Decided not to move another Queen off of the line just yet in order to deal with that. Doesn't want to miss any inject. Stephano only one Queen per base, no spares. And here comes this Void Ray harassment. Now, what can Grubby do? Not a huge amount. Takes a single drone. Not able to attack at this area right here. Spore Crawler and Queen is a little bit too much for one Void Ray. Perhaps not so much for two, however. The follow-up from Grubby is going to be a mass gateway. 7 in total here. I think Grubby's Korean training is really paying off here. And, in the meantime, Grubby picking off a couple of Overlords quite nicely. Hydralisk Den on the way up for Stephano, and we'll see how effective that really is, considering that the follow-up's going to be mass gateway pressure. It's not actually going to be more air, as he says as he builds up another Void Ray. Continued harassment and poking. Grubby picking off plenty of Overlords because he knows his opponent can't respond to that. 17 drones at once for Stephano. He's macroing up as much as possible. That's the problem. Grubby is harassing here, but he's still on 2 bases and only on 50 probes versus 70 drones. Can he apply any real pressure here? Grubby now with a force of sentries. Zealots warping in as well. Does he have a forward pylon? He doesn't. He can secure one. He's got the Void Rays to make that happen. He's got 3 in total. I think Stephano has been droning up heavily and is now, in fact, switching to nothing but units. Hydras are plenty. Hasn't got the Grooved Spine weapon upgrade yet. Hasn't got the Zerg missile attack upgrade yet. Will Grubby be able to strike before those upgrades come in? Or give him an edge? Looks like he's going for it. So it'll be exactly what Grubby needs, perhaps, to try and equalize this economically. Grubby has done damage, but Grubby's still only on 2 bases. And here we go. 3 Void Rays, trying to charge up as quickly as they can. That would be absolutely great for him. Here come the Hydralisks, and Grubby deciding he wants to back off from that Roach Hydra mix for the moment. Cracking through that would be the best option now. A quick warp in to make that happen. Lots of Stalkers coming in now. That's the army supply count. Stephano does have quite a few units. If the Hydras are picked off, though, then those Roaches get ripped to shreds by that. And undeploying the Spine Crawler at the wrong time. Brilliant force fields right there. Able to block off most of those units. They're going to be filtered through there one at a time. Absolutely excellent positioning here. Grubby needs to start firing with those Void Rays. Not really sure why he's not doing that. Good force field placement, however. I'm liking this strategy a lot. If he can clear those Hydras up and take out this third, this will be absolutely fantastic for him. More reinforcements now warping in at the back. More sentries to continue. These force fields coming down. The Grooved Spine upgrade is now complete, but they still can't fire. Good positioning for Grubby as he works on that third. And now here come the Void Rays. Stephano giving up on the third base, and rightfully so, because I don't think he can crack it. Down it goes. The question is, does he have enough units to destroy Grubby's force here and maybe at least take some resources away from the Protoss player? Right now, it's not looking likely. This engagement looking really good for Grubby. He's got the firepower he needs to make this happen. More warp-ins at the back right here. Good micromanagement there from the Warcraft 3 player. Does drop a Void Ray, but still lots of damage coming in. Lots more pressure continuing from Stephano. At this point, Grubby could actually just back off. I'm surprised that he doesn't. The Hydras won't be able to pursue. There's not enough creep spread. And he realizes that and retreats. Good engagement there. Very, very good indeed for Grubby, but he doesn't take the opportunity to take any more bases. Stephano's going to take a risky move and look to grab the gold to try and catch up here. A lot of drones lost. 17 workers killed by Grubby. Plenty of damage done by Grubby, but still no macro to follow this up. Grubby just playing a 2-base strategy. Double expand here from Stephano, re-expanding there and grabbing the gold. Can Stephano hold it? He's got a lot of firepower at his disposal. Zerg missile attack level 2 available very soon. Breaking out a couple of Immortals and looking for the Colossus as well. Not really sustainable on 2 bases of 7 gateways, in my opinion. He really does need to expand quite shortly. Minerals are starting to get a little bit low in the main. Lots of chrono boost as well there by Grubby, not being used on anything in particular. Interesting, he's saved up almost 200 now. In the meantime, Stephano re-expanding quite nicely. Ooh, using the Void Ray to warp up into the main right here. Grubby with +1/+1 upgrade on that, but Stephano easily able to respond to that without too much of a problem. Void Ray, wow, no, Grubby. Oh, Grubby, why? I don't know why. That was a bit of a throwaway there. He's certainly not freeing up supply, let me tell you that. You don't throw a Void Ray away like that. Grubby trying to take his third now, perhaps a little bit late on that. That's my concern. Proxy Pylon cleaned up quite nicely there for Stephano. And that initial attack from Grubby was good. It was very good. He took bare minimum losses. He was able to take out the expansion. In my opinion, he should have expanded behind that. Because now he's behind. Stephano's back up on 3 running bases. He's going to be on 4. All he needs to do right now is hold this center and drone like crazy. He is building nothing but units at the moment, perhaps concerned that Grubby's going to come in for a second attack. It's a weird mixed force that Grubby's got here. He's got an Immortal in there, a Colossus, a Void Ray. And the Void Ray just left over from last time. See how effective this is. There's a lot of Hydras there. What's the sentry count? Not all that great. Splitting this up is going to be pretty difficult. Force fields now deployed to make that happen. Roach is not able to fire on the Stalkers. However, the Colossus is already down. The Void Ray is about to follow that up as well. And Grubby deciding to pull back from this engagement. Once again, going for it. Don't think he's got the Stalk count for this, honestly. The Immortal taking a pounding right there from the Roaches. The Immortal's going to die. He realizes it takes one last selfish and spiteful shot. Now Grubby engaging on his natural. The concern here is that Stephano just decides to go for the rest of his base, but I don't think he really needs to. Roach Hydra combo is doing the job. The Colossus count not high enough. The Sentry count not high enough to stop it. And now just going for the third. Stephano is going to punish him right there for taking his third base. A lot of DPS from those Hydras. That Nexus falls in about 5 seconds flat. Roach is taking the brunt of the damage there. Grubby's force not large enough. His economy just wasn't big enough to support it. Taking that third too late, in my opinion. And now, Stephano overrunning him completely. GG, ladies and gentlemen. The first game of that best-of-3 series going to Stephano.